G'day, my name is Conrad Colman and I'm a professional ocean racing sailor, and in a couple of days I'm going to be heading off all the way around the world in the Vendée Globe on this very beautiful boat, and indeed with these very beautiful clothes, because Gill has asked me to show you what's in my kit bag. So I've got to pretend a little bit because I was out sailing today and everything got wet, on the outside of course. So first off, life jacket from Spinlock, got to stay safe, and then we get into the outside layers. So these are dependent on what the conditions are. The Verso salopettes are my go-to garment. I wear those more than any of the jackets because when I'm inside under the cockpit, I don't really need a jacket most of the time. So if the conditions are relatively mild, then I wear the Verso jacket. But as soon as it starts getting fresh to frightening and there's a lot of spray that comes chucking over the front of the boat, then I'm into my my smock top. And so this plus the trousers work really, really well together, and 90% of the conditions can be covered like that. This has got a neoprene neck seal and neoprene wrist seals, and it's a spectacular garment because it's super lightweight, super breathable, and on a high aerobic boat like this, when you're working up a sweat all the time, it's absolutely critical. Now, let's not forget the boots. They connect with the trousers and are super comfortable as well. When conditions get really gnarly, well, sorry about the audio, that requires the dry suit. And so I get to lock myself off in this spectacular garment here, the P-zip at the front. Yeah, don't forget that one. That's critical because it means you can wear it for, well, days on end. And so you sort of pop your feet in here in these little cloth foot doohickeys, and with a pair of socks on the side and the boots on the outside, we can go for days. Now, inside is where it really counts, because here I'm wearing the Gill base layer at the moment. That, as the name says, is the base of everything, upon which we put on the new mid layer. This is still coming out, so you might want to blur this. I'm not sure if we can show that. Anyway, new product alert. And then, because I'm a little when it comes to organization, everything else in this bag is in these packing cubes. And so I've got an accessory bag here, and as you saw with my smock top here, it doesn't have a hood. So I replaced that hood with a beanie like this. So that keeps the ears warm, and if I want to keep the spray out of my eyes, then I've got the ocean hat. So high fashion accessory here, but we're not in Milan, we're in the Southern Ocean, and so form over function. I mean, no, function over form. And then beyond the stacking cubes, because I've got one of those for accessories, I've got one of those for base layers and mid layers, so if it ever gets hot, then I've got my my t-shirt here. I also have a backup set of everything in a vacuum packed plastic bag, and so this one here, I've got top and bottom base layer. This one here has thermal trouser, size large. And the reason for that is, yes, everything lives inside a dry bag, but just in case it falls over, just in case I need to save myself with one spare dry set of underpants, I put everything under plastic like this. And then it continues on, packing cube of socks, and then some accessories here. So I've got some cutouts of the Expel fabric that I can glue onto my garments if I manage to put a hole in them. And then to be sure, we've got the two new wrist sleeves. And so in case I get a little bit over enthusiastic with my putting it on and off, then I make a small rip, then I can fix it when I'm out on the water. And then finally, I've got my random skipper's bag, and that's full of little bits and bobs, another pair of sunglasses, a watch charger, and crucially, because let's face it, sailors get manky, but we've still got standards, and so you've got to brush your teeth to stay minty fresh.